Because some of the aspects of drawing in Flash are a little unique, now is a good time to do a quick review of how we can select content. So let's switch to the rectangle drawing tool and simply draw something on the stage so we can practice. One selection technique that we've already learned is simply using the selection tool, dragging over an item and selecting it. That applies not only to the entire item, but also to portions of an item. Clicking anywhere outside a selection, perhaps in an empty area of the stage or even the work area, will deselect. Shapes also offer more sophisticated ways of selecting items, such as the ability to select only a fill or only a stroke. Later in the course, when we get to creating symbols, selecting a stroke or a fill instead of the entire object is one of the most common mistakes people make. So let's review this carefully. If we click once inside a shape, we can select only the fill. A quick delete will show you that the fill has been selected but not the stroke. If I now do Command-Z on the Mac or Control-Z on Windows to undo, and then deselect, we can see that we can select a single portion of a stroke. A single click will select, for example, only the bottom portion of this rectangle. Again, a quick delete will confirm, and Command-Z or Control-Z will undo. A double click on a stroke will select the entire stroke, all contiguous items or connected items of that stroke. Again, delete will confirm, and Command-Z or Control-Z will undo. If you want to select the entire object, both fill and stroke, a double click on the fill will do so. Again, delete will confirm that everything has been selected because of the double click, and Command-Z or Control-Z will undo. Flash also has a lasso tool which behaves surprisingly intuitively in this context. For example, we could deselect, switch to the lasso tool, and select any area that we're interested in, and it will select those areas of fill and stroke that you have outlined. Once again, as I delete, you'll see that both the fill and the stroke have been selected. And finally, as a quick review, we still have the sub-selection tool, which will create a selection that exposes any vertices or control points that you can manipulate point by point. Which brings us to our next video, manipulating lines and fills.